I'll tell you one simple golden formula to beat the market as an active fund manager, okay? And that is if you get the bear market right. Because your biggest alpha will come when the market falls 40 and you're falling only 20 or 10. In a bull market, you will not be able to beat the index. Impossible. And therefore, if you have the skills to get a bear market right, and you fall half the market, you fall 25% of the market, you have put 20% point in the bag, and then you will gradually fritter it away over a 3-4 year period to still end up ahead in the game. And which is why it's an underappreciated skill to get the bear market right. Okay? And bull market, ultimately bull market, most people will have similar stocks. It's very hard to be away from, the consensus trade. So therefore, the skill where you can add value as an active manager is to get the bear market right. And occasionally, if you get that right, and I think every 3-4 years you will get a down year, just make sure you get that part right.
When is the next bear market according to you, Shankar?
I don't think it's happening anytime soon, which is a problem for active managers. Okay, it happened, 2 years back, in COVID. Now, if you were alert enough, you could have seen that. I mean, it was not difficult to spot that there was some degree of fall coming, not a bear market, maybe not a huge bear market, but I think from February 2020, there was enough data and the screen was telling you from Japan up until Italy, schools are closing down and everything. I mean, that was not like a SARS virus. It was very clear this was a catastrophe, a calamity, and they would have some impact. So if you positioned yourself through some hedges or if you could short in your structure, I think you would have made significant alpha right there. In a month, you could have been up 20% relative to the market if you were smart enough to do that.
Raamdeo, you've had a very long career in the market. How do you do it? Because every year there is some distraction. Sometimes it is digital stocks, which you may or may not own, which are going up. Sometimes it's commodities, which are having a bull run, which you may or may not have. Do you just say, I forget the noise and stick to my 20 stocks, which I know? Because it's easier said than done, right?
More like if you ask me personally, I'm more like a prop investor who doesn't care so much about 12 months appraisal, and I'm buy and hold. And the longer run, if there is in the QGLP framework, if you have bought good quality stocks at reasonable good price, and your holding period is long. See, even if you get the price wrong to start with, but if your holding period is 10, 15, 20 years, then what happens is that even if you have paid a little more, it doesn't hurt. The growth G is equal to R. That's what I practice, and it used to work very well. But what has happened is that the kind of stock prices we have seen in last 5-7 years, even today, is absolutely absurd. We used to get good stocks in 90. Our problem is that we have seen 40 years of the market, and we have seen Asian Paints at 17, 18 P multiple, and we didn't want to pay 15, 16. That's the kind of history we started with. Then it became 22, 25. Now you are talking about 80 or 100. That doesn't fit into my psyche. So that's a bigger challenge. How do you buy at 80p and still make money? That doesn't work with me.
I know, but sometimes does it lead to you making mistakes? Like last year, you did buy some digital stocks. Do you regret that? Was that a mistake?
Yeah, that was a clear mistake.
Which one did you buy?
I bought Zomato.
Only Zomato?
Only Zomato.
If you, on hindsight, would you have bought it, or you should have not have ventured?
I should have not even bothered. See, actually, I don't bother about any IPO.
Why did you buy it then?
But my fund managers, they were on my head. They were telling me, sir, use your office to get some allocation. I'm telling you, this is the truth. So, then for me also to pick up the phone and talk to the company, they convinced me, sir, this is a terrific thing. So that's how, and then you get sucked in. One guy, two guys, they have better degrees than me. So, you start, and then environment is like that. There's so much of demand. The management is worshipped. They don't come to Mumbai. They have to come and meet. They don't even declare quarterly results properly. They have their own formats. All kinds of nonsense. And still you get into that. See, that optimistic market, you get this. Last time in 2008, I got sucked into Central Bank of India. Can you believe this?
Central Bank of India?
At the peak of 2008 boom, I ended up buying Central Bank big time. So you get sucked in. Because then right now nobody wants to believe PSU Bank. I'm telling you, in 2 years time, the most coveted blue chips will be PSU Banks.
Will be?
PSU banks. Because there will be sustained performance. This is a credit cycle. Credit cycles are 3, 4, 5 years. This is the most reliable cycle. If there is one, any cycle which is reliable is credit cycle. So 3, 4 years, once say it has started turning around. We have only published a report. Motilal Oswal has published a report where they are saying that PSU banks, they made losses 2 years back. Aggregate, they made 10, 15, 20,000 crore losses. In I think 24 or 25, they are predicting 1 lakh crore plus profit. Now, market is not going to be, I mean, they won't be discounting at 5 P multiple only. So 5 goes to 10 and the earnings come to 20, say 15, 20% also. You see what kind of stock performance is going to be there.